Hello, welcome to Spy Money. We are going to go over the bot trades today. A lot of people have sent me messages asking what happened last week. Did the bot not do very well or whatever? Actually, the bot made money every single day. There wasn't a day last week it didn't make money. And the reason there was no videos is because I was busy. On my personal life, I love to wheel Jeeps. I have a Jeep fixed up nice, sitting on 1-tons and 40s, and I take it and go up in the mountains and I rock crawl and just have fun. That's my escape from everything. So that's what I was doing last week and the weekend. Actually, last week I was preparing for it, and I've got a couple of houses that I'm selling, and I had to do some work on those. So I was running the bot, but I didn't get to run videos for everybody. So that's kind of what happened there. So nothing wrong with the bot. It made money every day, and it made money today. And what I did was I run it on 5 contracts. It's $5,000 a trade, and just let the bot do its thing. Last night I run it on 5 contracts. I don't recommend people to do this. I had safety factors in place in order for it to kick out of the trades if something went wrong. But I run it last night, had a winner here, and right here it kicked out on $2,500. Now there is one thing I'm going to show you, and I'm transparent about everything that I can, but our bot, for some reason, when it kicked out on $2,500 profit, it still entered a trade and then exited a trade immediately. So there's $20 worth of commissions here, $20 worth of commissions here, $20 worth of commission here, and right here as well. What I ended up doing, and right here, what I ended up doing, actually this one right here is a trade. So I was at $2,500 P&L, and I'm going to fix this. So I've already sent it to my programmer to get fixed. And but if I had been sitting here watching it, it would not have entered those. But this one would have actually been a winner. This would have been almost a winner. So right there is, it's like $5 away from a winner. This would have been a loser, and this one right here would have been a winner, because you can see right there. Actually, it wouldn't have been, almost. But if you're watching it, you could have taken profit. But what I ended up doing was I have 2 different strategies that I run. One is with a confidence filter. One is just a regular sniper bot. So about 9:30, 9:35 or so, I turned it on without the confidence filter, because I found that at the open it seems like I can get a few more trades in that is better than using the confidence filter. So I ended up turning it off, and I had a loser right here. Well, actually, see, I had a winner right here, a loser here, and this one was a winner. Here was a loser, and then right here was a winner, right here was a winner, and here was a winner, and then I shut it off. So even today, during all that chop, and if you all traded today, you know very well what I'm talking about. There was a lot of chop today. The sniper bot still pulled itself out. And I'll show you right here, we had $4,500 profit, $4,450. That's on 5 contracts. So we were just shy of 100% profit, and we always go for 50. Now, I run at $2,500 overnight, and the drawdown, it did have a little bit of drawdown, and I'm going to show you right here. I'll show you the chart. Let me get it pulled up here. This is the chart today, so you can see that it was no drawdown whatsoever all day, and then we had a couple bad trades in here, and then it pulled itself out. I ended up going ahead and shutting the bot off. Now, if I had let the bot run, I'll go ahead and show you this. If I had let the bot run, then you would have had a winner right here. This one, if you were watching it, would have been a break even. Here's a winner, and right here's a winner. Actually, we see that one. This would have been a stop out. So you would have had 2 winners, 1 loser, and a break even if you had let the bot run. But we were close to our target, actually over our target of 50%. So I went ahead and shut it off. Now, as you can tell, if you look at your chart of trading today and you look at my chart for trading, you can see that we have a much better looking chart than what you're trading. That's because of my SPY Money bars. These are proprietary to SPY Money. They do a great job. And $4,450 today, that really helped me out for the time I took off over the weekend and having some fun with a bunch of friends. We had a ball. It was really relaxing for me. So very happy I went. Had met some more people, good friends. A lot of good wheelings. I cooked hamburgers for everybody out on the grill on the trail, and it was just really good. I've got a portable Blackstone that folds up into like a briefcase, and I would leave it in my Jeep. I have coolers. I have a refrigerator in my Jeep, believe it or not, and runs off of a 12-volt, a little, it looks like a little battery of some sort. It's called Jackery, if you know what that is. But I run a refrigerator there and have all my drinks, everything. We stayed nice and refreshed, and had a good time. But anyway, this is going to help me out as far as making money. So last week, not one day did it lose money. It made money every single day. And it's just a matter of you getting plugged in and start doing this. Once we get to a certain number, someone had asked me that they don't want to be in a group where there's thousands and thousands of people. And I will never allow that. Just want a select number of people, well under 1,000 people. And once we get to that point, that's when I'll cut the leases off for new members and just leave it open for the ones that have already joined. Because we want to keep our company small. The person that asked me that has a valid point, and it's one of the reasons I do it. We don't want, 5,000 people using the bot and everybody entering the trade at the same time and messing with the market. We don't want that. We want to keep it small. We want to keep it to where it's not going to change the market conditions or anything. It's just going to be everybody running the bot. And for, if you have a few hundred people and everybody's running 1, 2, 3 contracts or so, it's not going to make any difference on the market. And that's what we have to remember. So I will always keep it small. And once we get to that number, I will cut off the lease. I've done it before. I'll do it again. And it's just a matter of keep a small little group. I don't do the SPY Money necessarily for the money. I do it more for the camaraderie and just allow people to get in on something that they normally wouldn't be able to trade. Because trading with a bot is very simple. It enters the trade for you. It exits the trade for you. It puts your stop in. It does everything for you. So you don't really have to learn anything other than how to get the bot turned on and how to set up your chart, which is very simple. One video you can watch and it shows you exactly how to do it. It's very, very simple for you to do. So if you're interested, just go ahead and get plugged in, and that way we can get you in on the lease before we turn it off. Again, it's once we get to that number, we're going to shut it off. But I'm going to show you something here. I did not record it today live because honestly I forgot. But you saw the trades there. I mean, y'all have seen it enough to where you know. But look at this little chart here. Possible profits trading futures. One contract costs you $1,000. If you just made $200 a day, that's $48,000 a year. If you did 2 contracts, it's $96,000 a year, and so forth. So if you did 5 contracts like me, that's roughly $250,000 a year. If you only go for the 1,000. Now today we did $4,450. So if you did $4,450, call it 5,000 for number's sake. That's I think it's $1.2 million a year if you just made $5,000 a day, and it's not really hard to do. And it doesn't really cost that much money to do it. If you have 5 contracts, it's only $5,000. It's not, a huge amount of money. And if you trade that and you just get $1,000 a day, you're still at $250,000 a year. That's one trade a day. That's all it is. You take one trade, and if it's a winner, then you're at your goal and you shut it off and you keep on going. Come right here. You can watch how the System works. This is over the last 30 days at the date of making this video. It made $8,400 on one contract, just going for $500 a day. I think there was one day, you'll have to watch the video, I think there was one day it lost $100. One day it made, I think, $100, and another day was $400. The rest of the days it did the $500, and that was just running from 9:45 to 11 during the day. Now, you can run the bot other times, and I do that, just like last night. I hit my goal before I even got up out of bed. I was already at $2,500. Right here is another video you can watch, and it explains how the system works, and does real good. If you're interested in free live webinars, I'm probably going to do one tomorrow. And you can go ahead and register here, put your first name, last name, email address, subscribe. You'll have to check your email, check your spam if you don't get it. And you'll have to opt in order to receive that email. So I will be doing live webinars this week just to show you what's going on, but pretty much the live webinar is right here. So instead of being live, you can watch this at your leisure and learn what we do. If you want to see live bot trading, you click on live bot up here, and you go ahead and scroll down, and these are this one's 718, 717, and so forth. So 718 was the last one that I recorded. Again, I was busy in my personal life, so I wasn't able to do what I normally do. But you can watch these. It's the same thing every time if you watch it. And the lease is $13.70 a month. We raised it $70 to cover the Quantire lease. That's the only reason we raised it. It was $70 for that. And honestly, the difference between $1,300 and $13.70 is the same thing. Your first month is going to be $1,070. We give you a $300 discount in hopes that you'll take that money and put it in a live trading account. And that way you can go ahead and trade micros and get that started. You want to start off with a sim at first, just to make sure that you're doing things right. And if you are, to go to micros, and if you're doing fine there, then go to minis. That way you're not risking your capital going in without knowing what you're doing. Most people go to minis within 3 days or so. Most people are on minis, depending on their budget. But you can go 2, 3, 4 micros and make a lot of money. You don't need to trade minis. You can make a lot on micros. So, but if you have any questions or anything, let me know. I will cover this real quick. Your prop firms, if you don't have the money, you can do a prop firm. These are 3 that we recommend, and use rhythmic data only. That's what you have to use with our system, rhythmic data only. You cannot use the Tradeify accounts unless you opt to lease an outside third-party copy trader, and if you want to do that, we have information once you sign up if you want to do that. So if you have Tradeify accounts, you'll just have to use their copy trader, and it'll work fine for you. But if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Click the contact us up here, and that will put all this information that comes directly to me. You'll be able to see how to get started with all this, and I'm going to go over that in this next little short video. Shows you all that, but again, your sniper bot does it daily. It's I've only had one day in a month and a half that it's lost money, and it was $100 that it lost money. So it's doing pretty good. I think someone asked me about the drawdown, and I think the largest drawdown I've had is $600 on one contract, and it pulled itself out and went from there. Usually, if you have 1 or 2 bad trades, usually the third one is a good trade. I also teach you how to monitor should you turn the bot off or not, but usually it will pull itself out. Just even like right here, we had a bad trade here, had a good trade, then we had a bad trade, which was actually, if you would have caught it again, you could have made money right there. So we teach you how to get some extra trades. Like on this one here, our trade would have entered right here, and there's a chance that you could have made $725. Right here, when this comes down, you hit that. Right in here would be another place you could have added to your position. Right here would have been another place to add into your position. Right here is another place to add into your position. So we teach all that as well. Let's get you started. I'd love to get you up and running today. And if we get enough people, I will do a live training just on all the new people that come in, and which is probably something I'm going to do anyway because we've had several people join. Probably tomorrow I will do a live training, questions and answers, and what I do is open it up to everybody in our lease program, and I just say what questions you have. It doesn't matter what it's about, anything at all with the whole system, the website, anything, and I just do Q&A the whole time until everybody's satisfied with knowing what they are doing. But let me know if you have any questions. We would love to get you started today and get you in the Spy Money family and start making money today. Have a great day. Hi, welcome to Spy Money. How you get started with Spy Money and get your bots and indicators and strategies and so forth is you go to spymoneyllc.com. Once you go here, you're going to go up to, before we start there, you can start by putting your first name, last name, and email address and subscribe to our free live webinars. So anytime I have a live webinar, I send out an email to everybody. A lot of times social media and YouTube and such, you won't get the information until the next day and the meeting's already over. And I had that a lot, so I decided to go ahead and make it to where you can get set up on an email. We don't sell the information or anything like that, so you don't have anything to worry about that. We don't bombard you with a lot of different things. The only thing we do is on this particular one is we send out the webinars. So get signed up for that, and that way you can have those. If you're ready, which I would think you would be, go ahead and click on Lease Program at the top. When you click on Lease Program, it's going to bring you over and talk to you about the lease. The first month is $1,000. We discount it $300, so you can take that $300 and put it in a live trading account so you can trade some micros, and that'll help you get started. Get your feet wet, make a little bit of money, and then once you get comfortable with it, then you go ahead and add more money, trade minis, and you start trading the way the bot traded earlier. So on this one, there is one thing: bots are not set it and leave it system. You want to be managing that bot. You want to watch it. You don't want to turn a bot on and go to work. It's just not what we do. So come down here and we talk about the bots that we have. We have Coaster and Sniper. I'm getting ready to add Snatcher to it. Sniper is the bot of choice. It does a very good job, and right here's the indicators we use, and I've got a little description out from several of these that say what they are. The main exit, there's an entry down here, where is that one? There's the main trend, here's the main entry, which is Sniper. So that's our main entry indicator we use, and then we have some where we take profit and so forth. Then we have frequently asked questions. These are the main questions that I get from people. Read through this before you sign up, and it will probably answer some questions that you may or may not have had and help you get started. One thing is the system. Your PC needs to have at least 16 gig of RAM in order to run this, so you need to make sure your computer's fast enough. Once you agree to all that stuff, then I want you to read through these 14 items. I want you to make sure that you understand what you're getting into and what the rules are and so forth. If you agree to these, then I want you to copy these like this. You highlight and then copy. Then go up here to the Contact Us. When you go to Contact Us, it's first name, last name, email, phone number, and right click and put your information here. By doing that, that tells me that you read those 14 items and you agree to them, and then click submit. Once you do that, you will get an email letting you go ahead and join. The reason I do this is because I want to make sure that everybody understands what the rules and regulations and all that is. I don't want any surprises later for people. So get started, help you out, and move forward from there. We do have a VPS offering. We have partnered up with one. If you're going to do this, do the high performance. I need to change this, but you want to do the high performance. The reason being is you need at least 16 gig RAM. This one will not work, so make sure you sign up for the high performance or the pro, one of these two, and that will work. what this will do is allow you to access a computer in La La Land, somewhere in the cloud, to where you can have everything set up on your VPS, which is the same as another computer, and you can access it from any computer or phone, tablet, or whatever you have access to. So you can access it with all that. And that'll help you, as like if you're a traveler, you're at home, your work, you can have everything just accessed from another system. Again, the lease program, get started on it. Once you do this, there's going to be a few things you're going to do. You're going to have a platform to download, which is the Spy Money platform. You're also going to have your brokerage account. So my platform will access your brokerage, and the two brokerages that we use are ampfutures.com and we use optimusfutures.com. Check with Rhythmic Data. You can use CQG on AMP, but you're better off just do Rhythmic, and it works with everything. If you don't have a brokerage and you don't have the money to put in it, you can go up here to Funded Account. A funded account, what it does is they give you the money to trade on, and you have to choose Rhythmic Data only. It will not work with Tradeify. It only works with Rhythmic Data. There are 3 right here we recommend, and I personally kind of lean to the take profit because you get faster payouts, and there's no rules with your payouts. If you make the money, you get paid. And that's the one thing I like about them. You can do up to 5 accounts. You click on this right here and it will open up and use the coupon code NOFEE30, and that will be the only price you pay. I think it's $110 to sign up for a 50,000 account, which is all you need. And you just go ahead and trade it. It works real well. The BluSky works real well, but you can only have up to $100,000 worth of accounts. So 50, that means you can have 2 accounts. You can have 5 with take profit. With Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts, but sometimes when the copy trader works, it doesn't work real good with that. And I think that with the take profit, it just works. We've not had one issue with it. So I'm not sure what the difference is. They're all 3 good companies. Apex is cheaper initially, but then you have to pay $130 to sign up for a live account. So you end up spending about $50 or $60 per account more for this one than you do take profit. So I think I kind of lean to the take profit. But again, all 3 of them work really well. They're good companies and they stand behind their products. So whichever one you want. And get started on it. Sign up today. We want you to get moving immediately. I have complete instructions on the website in order to know what to do. So it should work out good for you. If you do have any questions once you get signed up, just reach out to me. Once you get signed up, you'll have support tickets, and just create a support ticket. I usually answer those within a couple hours. Sometimes it's the next day depending on the time, but it's usually within a couple hours. But let me know what I can do to help you. We want to get you started today and get you making money immediately. Have a great day.